Ho, 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 Merry Christmas. Now we're talking about the Boxing Day Test match. Can India fight their way back into this Test series? Let's find out on Hogg's vlog. Well, tomorrow there's no Kohli. Should India be disheartened? No. Why? Because last time they were here, they absolutely annihilated Australia out the MCG. Pujara made 100, and Agarwal made runs as well. And you've also got Ajinkya Rahane, who made runs in that particular game, but has also made 100 in previous occasions here out the MCG. So, batsmen have got some confidence on this particular wicket. Now we look at the bowlers. Umesh Yadav, he's got 12 wickets here out the MCG, and Bumrah picked up a 6 for last time. He went through the Australian top order. He was brilliant. So there's some confidence there for India going into this test match. What about the Australians? Where do they have the advantage? Well, they have Smith and Labuschagne coming into the 11 that weren't their last test match. Quality additions. You've also got Pat Cummins, who bowled extremely well against the Indians in the second innings last time they were here and loves bowling out the MCG. Australia have got the advantage with extra pace in their three-pronged pace attack. They're the quickest bowling attack going around in the world. You can't match that. And also, they've got extra bowling depth where they can utilise Labuschagne with his leg spinners and Green with his medium paces to give the quicks extra rest so that they can bowl shorter, faster spells. So, how are India going to stay in the contest out the MCG and trouble the Australians and work their way to a win? Well, the matchup will be Bumrah versus Labuschagne and Smith. Those two batsmen are Australia's backbone. If Bumrah can dominate those two, then it puts a bit of a wobble into that lower order of Australia. So that is one contest which they have to win. The batsmen have to stand up. If India bowl first, the batsmen have to bat for a long period of time in their first innings to give their quicks a rest, but also to wear the Australian quicks out and keep them out in the field as long as possible. And finally, whoever bowls on day two, it looks like it's going to rain that particular day. So you've got to protect the ball and allow it to swing in humid conditions. If the ball gets wet and you lose that swing, well, you give the advantage to the opposition. So that's where India can really use some good strategy by making sure that they're not bowling in the second day as well. So going forward, India's lineup. There's a lot of talk about Rahul opening or Gill opening. For me, I think Gill should open and Shaw should bat down at number 4. I think Shaw, with his technique, it's a little bit loose. He plays away from his body. He plays with a little bit of freedom. So you've got to get him away from the new ball. I think with the older ball, he can flourish. He's got the potential to do it, and I think he's best suited out 4, and Gill with a better technique up the top of the order. Yes, I'd like to go with Rahul, but he's had his opportunity here in Australia. Go for the youngsters who have got a little bit more energy and don't have as much weight on their shoulders as someone like a Rahul. Also, in the bowling department, you've got Siraj or Saini to come in. I think Siraj has to come in. I think he's been the pick of the bowlers on the A games so far. He's got a little bit of extra pace, and I think he can trouble the Australians out the MCG. And then you go to the spinners. I don't think they should be playing 5 bowlers. I think you've got to go with Ashwin or Jadeja. I'd still stick with Ashwin. You can't afford to weaken your batting lineup against this Australian bowling attack. And then your keepers. You don't have a left-handed batsman in the lineup, and I think India could do with Pant coming in down the lower order with his aggressive left-hand batting, and that would just change up the line and lengths at some stage against the Australian quicks. But I'm sorry to say, I'm waving the Australian flag in this test match. I think it's going to be a close one, but Australia come out trumps. So you guys have a great day. Enjoy your Christmas. And what about you give your mates a Christmas present and get them to subscribe, because we've got a big new year coming along in the future on Hogg's Vlog. Ho, ho, ho! And Merry Christmas!